The Steelers need to win to keep their playoff chances alive, but the Baltimore Ravens have locked up everything. It's a division rival, but are we getting the same starting lineups that we've had all year? Probably not from the Ravens side. I'm Andy Lang from WagerTalk.com, breaking down the Steelers and the Ravens. WagerTalk live odds. Steelers are minus 3.5 point favorites on the road. That should tell you everything you need to know about the starting lineup for Baltimore Ravens. Looks like the totals creeping down a little bit. 34.5 is what I'm seeing right now, probably due to the weather. We'll start with that. The weather doesn't look like it's going to be great, but it doesn't look like it's going to be freezing. So my guess is if there's moisture, it's going to be rain. There's probably snow earlier in the day, but by kickoff, it's probably just wind that gusts up to 25 miles an hour, but sustained winds below 20 miles an hour. And it looks like moisture, but again, not freezing. So we're probably looking at just a blustery Baltimore type weather game, some rain and some wind here. So when we're looking at the starting lineups, for sure we know Lamar Jackson is going to be sitting and Tyler Huntley is going to be playing. We already know a couple of starters are going to be sitting, but quite a few have been listed as questionable. To me, that means they're either not playing or they're going to play a little bit, and then we're going to see them not play. So what do we want to look at with this line? Do we want to look at the spread? Do we want to look at the total here? Well, first off, if you guys could, please just hit the like button and leave me a comment. Tell me what your best play is in this game. If you're all in on the Steelers because they need this game, or if you think the Ravens backups are going to do the job here. I don't know if I have a really big opinion on this over or under at 34.5. It sounds about right. I really think the Baltimore Ravens are going to struggle to move the ball. Tyler Huntley playing, and he's probably not playing with all of the skill position players. It's going to be a lot of the backups. I believe Zay Flowers is going to be out. Odell Beckham probably not going to play. We saw that really nice speech that he gave in the locker room, and he is jacked to win a Super Bowl with this team, and he can see it. So I'm not sure he's that interested in playing and going for a couple of his contract incentives. This is a guy that wants to be a part of a Super Bowl winning team. So not a lot of skill position players for Baltimore. I think they're going to struggle to move the ball on offense, even though the Steelers' defense is not that good. But one thing I do like is Mason Rudolph looks like he's the best quarterback on the Steelers. 2-0 in his last two starts, and he's put up 30 and 34 points. Obviously, that was in good weather, but those are the top two scoring totals that the Pittsburgh Steelers have had this year, and that's with Mason Rudolph at quarterback. So I do lean the Steelers here at minus 3.5. I think they're they definitely have the edge in motivation. They need some things to happen after this game in order to make the playoffs. So that means they need to win. So I think they're going to go all out. All of their skill position players and all their starters are going to be there for the whole game. TJ Watt is probably going to play the entire game. He can become, I believe it's the first player to lead the league in sacks in 3 different years. And he's very close. So I think you're going to see him give all-out effort. And this is a Steelers team that under Mike Tomlin is just not going to want to lay an egg in this spot. So I like the Steelers minus 3.5. What I do like even more is the Steelers team total at 19.5. I know the weather's not going to be great. I just really question whether Baltimore is going to be able to move the ball quite a bit. I think you're going to see some really good field position opportunities for the Steelers. And even though the defense of Baltimore for the season is ranked really high, I just don't think you're going to see a lot of those same guys. Wouldn't surprise me if Najee Harris and Jalen Warren have big games. George Pickens has been yards after the catch machine. And Mason Rudolph has been more than competent in the last couple games. So I don't think getting to 3 touchdowns against this Baltimore team in this particular spot is going to prove to be that much of a challenge. If it's 21.5, not sure the value is there. But at 19.5, yeah, absolutely, I would throw a sprinkle on the Steelers here despite the weather. And you know what we say in the weather, if it's raining, it affects the defense too. And the wind, I'm not that concerned unless the wind gets to over 25 miles an hour sustained. A lot of the throws are going to be short. The wind's not going to have that much of an effect on there. So maybe a little bit of overreaction to the weather. So I will be on the Steelers team total over 19.5. If you're interested, we have a 5% play that is up right now for this weekend at wagertalk.com. Attached to that is a 4% play as well. So you're getting 2 plays for the price of one, a 5% and a 4%. Available. Andy Lang at wagertalk.com. We're on a 39-21 run in the NFL. Very, very proud of that. And we finished 2023 88 units plus. So really, really happy with how we've been doing recently. Encourage you to go to grab that. Good luck on all your plays. We'll see you over next video.